How many fantasy leagues are you in?
I'm in 3 this season, which is the most I've ever been in. And this is actually my first year flying solo because my son and his friend, who are now 14, for the first 2 years of my fantasy football career, they made all decisions. I was just the owner. They were the GMs.
They were the GM. You delegated the game day roster as well as draft day to your son and his friend. Yes,
but they made all the decisions. But because they were so good, we got kicked out of my main heart and soul league, which is the Howard Stern League. They voted a 14-year-old and his 14-year-old friend no longer could control my team. So what they did...
What do you mean? Who did that?
Listen, who did it? The animals over at the Howard Stern Fantasy Football League, okay? That's who did it.
I want names of the animals.
Gary Delabonte.
Baba Booey.
Fafafui.
Yes.
Him, and the rest of the cronies. Matthew Berry. The whole group. John hit him with the hind.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you hit him with the hind?
I don't do that. I don't give them free pub. I'm not going to say hit him with the hind. I want you to beep out when I said Baba Booey.
Okay.
To me, he's just gorilla face. Okay? But they voted me out. But in what they thought they were going to do is bury me. They created a fantasy football monster.
Sort of like Brady being suspended.
Yes.
Now he's pissed. Don't poke the rattlesnake is essentially what they've done with you.
Yes. I don't really like the comparisons to Brady because, I'm a Giants fan. and I realized yesterday, Ben Affleck and the rest of the Boston cronies, and they thought that they were going to go 16-0 again.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, it's not happening. It was proven yesterday. And what I really want to happen is that for them to lose their first week, Brady's first week back, to really throw things off. It probably won't happen versus Cleveland, but if it did, I would go on your behalf.
Yes.
If you send me to the Patriots press conference, I'll go and I will ask Bill Belichick the hard questions about the quarterback controversy, and I will make him give me an answer. So I'm trying to find someone to send me. You don't have to find me first class. Just coach and give me a press pass.
What would your first question be?
What's up with the quarterback, Bill? And he'd be like, I'd say, I'm just a guy here doing my job just like you, Coach Belichick. Please answer the question, sir. And And I would say, I'm going to ask the question again, sir. And then, he's going to...
At what point do you drop the sir?
Until they throw me out. They got to throw me out. But if they lost that first week back with Brady, it would be so beautiful. Yeah. It's the Patriot way. He's playing games with everybody. And Gronk, you know who could care less about your fantasy football team? Bill Belichick.
That's true.
You could have told us this guy. And what's his injury anyway? It's undisclosed injuries, but we a lot of people drafted him as a first-round pick. You could care less, right, Bill Belichick, about fantasy football? You don't care, right?
He does not care.
No, nothing matters.
So who owns Revis and Butthead? Is this the Stern League?
That's Delabonte.
So you beat Baba Booey this week?
Beat him bad. And he had beaten me 4 times in a row over the last 2 years.
But who's counting?
I beat the curse of the gorilla this year. Yesterday. It was so fantastic.
With Kirk Cousins, Melvin Gordon, even he had a fumble. Matt Jones had a good day. Julio Jones,
beautiful.
Everybody. Oh, yeah, I saw your tweet about that. We'll get to that in the next segment.
Team.
Amari Cooper, Mike Evans, I have him. Kelvin Benjamin, the Denver defense. Oh, my word.
Beautiful. I drafted them in the 13th round. I was ridiculed. I said, these guys won me a game 2 weeks ago with 21 points.
Who ridiculed you? Like Matt Berry?
All of them. Matthew. You got to call him Matthew Berry. Okay. We're on a peace tour. Matthew Berry and the whole story. They ridiculed me. And I said, so what are you going to do? You're drafting someone's cousin who's a friend of another friend in the 15th round? Because that's what I don't. Is he Rich?
Yes.
I don't follow the trends in fantasy football. I set them. Okay? The Denver defense is going to start for me all season. They won me 2 games already.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.